Need a wicket, South Africa. New Zealand, another boundary would help. Oh, it's gone up. Now, someone's got to get to this, surely. Someone's got to get to it. Oh!
Hey, did you know that South Africa is often called the unluckiest cricket team in the world? Welcome back to our channel, and in today's video, we're going to show you those moments that South Africans never wish to have happened. It's almost like the Proteas have a deal with the devil. They get so close to glory only to have it snatched away in the most gut-wrenching way. Did you hear about South Africa's infamous rain rule in the 1992 World Cup? The nail-biting ties and their narrow losses? The Proteas have seen it all. Who believed that rain could hand the South African cricket national team a defeat even when they're in a good position to qualify to the next round? Remember 1992? The semi-final against England where rain and a controversial rule crushed South Africa's dreams? And do you know that in 1999, a single run haunted South Africa in a tied semi-final against Australia? The Proteas have battled powerhouses like Australia to close calls against rivals like England. They faced countless challenges which they wished were successful. Despite the heartbreaking and unlucky moments, South African fans have always stood by their team, hoping for a different ending. Grab your popcorn and join us on this emotional roller coaster. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification button to be the first to receive a notification anytime that we drop a video. Let's start by taking you back to 1970 to 1991, when South Africa's cricket journey was halted for 22 years due to apartheid policy in the country. The Proteas were banned from international tournaments, including cricket, missing out on crucial global exposure and talent development. Imagine the frustration of being isolated from the sport you love or being stopped by your family from getting married to your childhood lover. But they soon breathe fresh air because in 1992, the Proteas make a dramatic return in the Cricket World Cup. They won 5 out of 8 group matches, but their campaign ended in heartbreak against England in the semifinals. A bizarre rain rule turned their dreams into a nightmare. Have you ever heard of a team losing due to a bowlout in cricket? Well, South Africa lived it. In the 1996 World Cup, South Africa was a top contender. They dominated the group stage, only to face another rain-affected disaster in the quarterfinals against the West Indies. Needing 22 runs from 13 balls turned into an impossible 21 from one ball because of the rain. You want to talk about unlucky? You got to talk about the South Africa cricket national team. Have you ever heard of a team needing just one run to win, only to see their dreams vanish? Under Hansi Cronje in the 1999 Cricket World Cup, South Africa's hopes were crushed in the most spectacular fashion once again. The Proteas were a powerhouse, storming through the group stages, but in the semi-final against Australia, needing just one run off the final ball, a dramatic run out ended their campaign. It's heartbreaking, right? Well, the saga doesn't end there. Fast forward to 2003, and South Africa, hosting the World Cup, were favorites yet again. With a strong performance in the group stages, the Proteas were poised for glory. But in their final Super 6 match against Sri Lanka, they needed just one run off the penultimate ball to draw and advance. Instead, a devastating run out sent them packing. Imagine the heartbreak of being eliminated in front of your home crowd. Oh, but wait, there's more. In the 2007 World Cup, South Africa just needed a single run off the final ball to tie Australia. Makaya Ntini stepped up, ran like his life depended on it, and got run out. Australia won by 2 runs. Look, you can't make this stuff up. Then came 2011. With high hopes and a stellar squad, South Africa seemed destined for greatness and winning the trophy. But in the quarterfinals against New Zealand, a dramatic collapse saw them lose 7 wickets for just 64 runs. From cruising at 222, they were bowled out for 172, falling short by 49 runs. Is that jinxed or just plain unlucky? Well, in the 2015 Cricket World Cup, South Africa is ready to finally break their curse. They crushed the group stage and faced New Zealand in a nail-biting semifinal. They score a solid 281-5. It's easy peasy, right? But then entered Grant Elliott, who decides to play the villain in our story. He smacks the Kiwis to victory with just 1 wicket left. Ouch! That's a sting and a half. But then, the Proteas are used to dramatic exits by now, right? But it doesn't end there for them. The unluckiness continues for the Proteas in the 2016 T20 World Cup semifinal. Needing 29 off the final over against England, David Visa smacked a massive 6 off the penultimate ball and got out on the final delivery, leaving South Africa 7 runs short. Cue the collective facepalms. In the 2017 Champions Trophy semifinal, the South Africans posted a mammoth 299. Piece of cake, right? Nope. They had England on the ropes at 167-6, but then Chris Morris pulled off the ultimate escape act, scoring an unbeaten 77 to steal the match for England. Again? All right, new year, new hopes, and same old heartbreak for the Proteas. They faced Pakistan and scored a respectable 241-6 and thought, this is our year. But no, Haris Sohail has other plans. He bats like he's in a video game, and Pakistan wins by 5 wickets. Another day, another gut punch for South Africa. At this point, is it just bad luck or a really bad scriptwriter? And just at the 2021 T20 World Cup, the Proteas were cruising against Bangladesh, but then they pulled off an epic collapse, losing by 5 wickets. You'd think they learned, but nope, the curse strikes yet again. Fast forward to the 2022 T20 World Cup. The Proteas just needed 13 runs off the final over against the Netherlands. Piece of cake, or so they thought. Dwayne Pretorius got himself out off the penultimate ball, leaving them 1 agonizing run short, as the South Africans sank to their knees in disbelief. It's almost like the Proteas have a deal with the devil. They get so close to glory only to have it snatched away in the most gut-wrenching fashion. When will this nightmarish cycle of failure end? Because the Proteas' Hall of Heartbreak is far from over. Let's be real. South Africa is a cricketing juggernaut. They can take down the big boys like Australia, England, India in bilateral series. But when it comes to the World Cup, it's like they're auditioning for a tragic movie. You remember the 1999 semifinal against Australia or the 2015 semifinal against New Zealand? If heartbreak was a sport, South Africa would have all the gold medals. South African fans, though, they're the real MVPs, cheering, dreaming, and then facepalming. But they keep coming back for more. Maybe it's the thrill, maybe it's the hope, or maybe it's just the really good popcorn. But one thing's for sure, the Proteas always keep us on the edge of our seats. The Proteas, South Africa's cricketing warriors, are always ready for battle. They crush bilateral series with ease, but ICC tournaments, well, that's when the plot thickens. Hansi Cronje and the Dream Team are this close to World Cup glory. They breeze through the group stages like it's a walk in the park, but then the semifinal against Australia. It's like a cricketing soap opera. There's so much drama. Victory's within grasp, but it slips away faster than a bar of soap. Now, the Proteas might be the kings of close calls, but their spirit, it's unbreakable. Their fans, absolute legends, cheering through every twist and turn. They still believe that one day their star's going to shine and that elusive trophy will be theirs. And who doesn't love a good underdog story? Did you enjoy this trip down memory lane? Well, smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and hit subscribe for more cricketing drama and laughs. And keep that popcorn handy because this story is far from over. And remember, a shared smile is a victory in itself. So don't forget to smile always because a smile is the only thing that multiplies when you share it. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep smiling.
Full toss.